Did you know that every piece of foam you carelessly throw away could equal hundreds of dollars wasted, from waste disposal costs to the lost opportunity of recycling into high-value materials? Foam pieces from TV packages, electronic goods, or even those discarded by others all hold incredible potential. So instead of just find this idea interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe into something so you won't miss more creative ways to turn everyday waste exactly how to turn what looks like waste into real value. First, let's prepare the foam and the grinder. We'll break the foam into smaller pieces so it can fit inside the machine more easily. Then, we'll run it through the grinder to shred the foam into tiny fragments, which will be the raw material for our next steps. Before blending, cut the large foam blocks into smaller chunks. This way, they'll fit easily into the blender, and the blades can shred them more evenly. And remember, always wear a mask and gloves while working, because tiny foam particles can scatter into the air and irritate your skin or lungs. Now it's time to start blending. Put the foam chunks into the blender, close the lid tightly, and turn it on. The foam will quickly break down into fine, lightweight pieces that we can use for the next step. My blender is a small one, so I have to work in smaller batches. But if you have a larger capacity blender, it'll save you a lot of time. A simple tip is to blend a small amount first. Pour out into a bowl, then continue with the next batch until all the foam is shredded. After finishing the blending, I'll move on to preparing the other materials. The next one we'll need is sand. Since the sand often contains tiny gravel and small stones, the first step is to sift it. By filtering the sand through a mesh or strainer, we can remove the unwanted particles and get fine, clean sand. This will make the final mixture smoother and easier to work with. You might wonder why we don't just use sea sand, since it looks already fine and doesn't need much filtering. The reason is that sea sand contains a lot of salt and moisture, which can weaken the mixture and even cause long-term damage to the material. Construction sand, on the other hand, is stronger, cleaner, and much more reliable for this kind of project. Next, let's move on to cement. Cement is the key ingredient that acts like glue. It binds the foam and sand together, giving our mixture strength and durability. Here, I'll take a portion of the shredded foam to use for our mixture. For the mixing ratio, I'll use 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, and 4 parts shredded foam. This balance keeps the mixture light while still giving it enough strength. With these ingredients, I can create lightweight concrete, strong enough for use, yet much lighter than regular concrete. Before mixing everything together, we need to prepare a special reinforcement, a homemade additive that can completely change the outcome. For this, I'm using white PVA with glue. I pour about 20 grams into a container. Then add clean water. I'm going to make a simple tool to stir this glue mixture evenly. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to watch more interesting videos. Your support is our biggest motivation to make better videos. Please watch the video until the end and let me know which method you like most. I look forward to hearing from you. It may look ordinary, but this is where the mystery begins to take shape. Now that the additive is ready, it's time to move on to the main part, mixing everything together. We'll combine the cement, sand, shredded foam, and our special glue mixture to create lightweight concrete. First, I spread the sand out on a clean, solid surface that's easy to work on, making sure nothing gets lost. Next, I add the cement on top of the sand and mix them together first. This helps the two materials blend evenly before adding anything else. After that, I pour in the special glue mixture. As I start mixing, the texture changes. The dry blend of sand and cement becomes slightly sticky and moist, making it easier for the shredded foam to bond later. You can really feel how the mixture starts to come together more smoothly. When mixing, it's best to first combine the cement, sand, and water into a slurry. Then, gradually add the foam bit by bit, mixing it in slowly. By mixing foam into the blend, we reduce the overall weight of the concrete while improving its insulation properties. This lightweight concrete can be used for non-load bearing walls, soundproofing panels, or even as a filler material where strength isn't the main requirement but lightness and insulation matter. This type is mainly used for partition walls and roof insulation layers, not for load-bearing structures. If you want it to be lighter, increase the amount of foam and reduce the sand. If you want it to be stronger and more load resistant, increase the cement and sand while reducing the foam. After mixing is done, prepare a mold or box and coat the bottom with a thin layer of oil. This will keep the concrete from sticking and make it easier to remove later. Next, pour the cement mixture into the mold, spreading out evenly so it fills all the corners. Then gently press or tamp it down to remove air pockets and make the surface more solid and smooth. Before it fully hardens, I'll pour out onto a flat surface. This way it can spread evenly and form a smoother slab as it dries. Handling the block after pressing is simple, but requires care to ensure a solid and well-finished brick. Once the concrete has been fully compacted in the mold, it should be removed carefully, avoiding sudden movements that could cause cracks or warping. Right after that, the brick should be stored in a well-ventilated area, protected from direct rain, and kept on a flat surface. This step is crucial to prevent the block from warping during curing and to maintain its original dimensions, preserving both the aesthetics and the structural quality of the piece. During this period, it's important to keep the block moist every day. Use a spray nozzle or gently pour water over it. This curing process prevents cracks, improves internal compaction, and ensures the concrete becomes strong and durable enough for use in walls. Ideally, keep it moisturized for at least 7 days, and if possible up to 14 days to achieve the best strength. After 3 days, it already looks drier, so now I'm going to weigh it and see the result. Compared to a regular concrete block of the same size, this lightweight concrete can weigh as little as 1/3 of the normal block. That means it's much easier to carry, reduces the load on structures, and makes construction more efficient. So with just foam, sand, cement, and a simple homemade additive, we've turned what looked like waste into a practical, lightweight concrete block. It's strong enough for walls, great for insulation, and much easier to handle than regular concrete. If you found this useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more creative DIY projects. Great results. Do you like this idea? This video, with its simple idea, will help us save a lot of costs. Just imagine, with only a small budget and easy to find materials, we can create something with huge benefits. I slid the glue tube into the squeeze handle, making sure it was locked in place, and started pressing the trigger. I kept squeezing harder and harder, but no matter how many times I tried, nothing came out. After a few more attempts, it became clear the tube was completely out of glue, so I pulled the tube out. Grabbed a fresh one and swapped it in, hoping this time it would work. But as soon as I started pressing the trigger again, nothing happened. The second tube was empty too. Today, I'm going to share a super cool way to make silicone glue at home. Perfect for sealing gaps and bonding glass in your DIY projects. Give it a try and share your results with me. To start mixing the glue, the first ingredient you'll need is white PVA glue. Pour a generous amount into a clean container. This will be the base that gives your homemade silicone a strong, flexible hold. Next, I stir it for a while to smooth out the texture, making sure it isn't too thick. After the mixture is nicely stirred, I add in a spoonful of vinegar. This helps the glue set better and gives it that extra bonding strength for sealing and sticking. Because vinegar plays an important role, it triggers a chemical reaction with the baking soda mixture. We'll be adding that in soon as well. Besides that, vinegar also helps give the final result more flexibility, so it won't become too hard and stays easier to work with for whatever we need. Now it's time to add the baking soda. Sprinkle a small spoonful into the mixture while stirring steadily. The chemical reaction starts right away, helping the glue thicken and develop that silicone-like texture we're looking for. After that, we stir it again until everything is thoroughly mixed, making sure the baking soda and vinegar blend smoothly into the PVA glue for a nice, even texture. I deliberately add each ingredient one at a time to keep the process under control and ensure the reaction happens in the most effective way. Next, I add a spoonful of liquid soap. This helps create a smoother, more elastic texture, making the homemade silicone easier to spread and work with. Because the liquid soap serves to add elasticity, while also helping all the ingredients blend together more evenly. With this small addition, the mixture becomes more pliable easier to work with, and of course, the final result will be closer to what we're aiming for. Moreover, we can see that the materials used are very simple, and the method to make it is also super easy. No special tools or skills are needed. We can create something truly useful all by ourselves. And the most important part is that we've saved a good amount of money compared to buying a similar product from the store. Next, I'll add the final ingredient, powder chalk. This helps thicken the mixture and gives a homemade silicone a more stable, workable consistency. Next, before mixing the chalk, I slice or crush it into smaller pieces to make it finer and easier to blend into the mixture. This way, the chalk will mix more easily with the other ingredients and blend perfectly. This simple method also ensures a more even final result without any annoying lumps. Moreover, since there are so many creative ideas in the world, we can use them to save a lot of money, or even make some income, just by using simple materials. Creative ideas like this prove that something that looks ordinary can be transformed into a high-value item with the same quality, or sometimes even better, than store-bought products. Now I prepare the syringe first, then pour the ready-to-use mixture into it until it's full. The syringe makes applying the homemade silicone much easier and more precise. It allows us to control the flow, reach tight spots, and apply the glue exactly where it's needed without any mess. You can use other tools, but I prefer using a syringe because it makes application much easier and more precise. Once the syringe is full, we immediately seal it to prevent the mixture from spilling. And now it's ready for us to apply wherever it's needed. First, I'll test its texture by squirting some onto a flat surface. When I squeeze it out, the mixture flows smoothly from the syringe, just like spraying or applying store-bought silicone. It holds its shape as it lands, forming clean, precise lines without running or dripping, giving the same satisfying feel as using commercial silicone. I test its adhesive strength. I spread the glue evenly over the surface of the wood. Then press the wooden sticks onto it, making sure each piece sticks firmly in place. I gently press and tug on the wooden sticks to check how well they've adhered. The glue holds them firmly in place, showing that the bond is strong and reliable. The sticks feel solid and secure. There's no wobbling or shifting when pressed. The bond is strong, giving a sense of durability and confidence that the pieces won't come loose easily. The homemade mixture closely resembles store-bought silicone glue in both texture and color. It has a smooth, slightly glossy finish and a thick, pliable consistency that's easy to apply but holds its shape well, just like the commercial product. The color is a neutral, off-white tone, making it look professional and suitable for various applications. Next, I use the mixture to fill the gaps between the floor tiles. I place tape along both sides of the grout lines to prevent the mixture from spreading and making a mess. I carefully squeeze into each seam, making sure it completely fills the cracks for a smooth, even finish. I carefully squeeze the mixture into the gaps between the floor tiles, pressing it in so it fills every corner of the seam. Once the lines are fully packed, I use a small spatula or a flat edge to smooth the surface, ensuring it's even with the tile tops. Filling the gaps between the tiles with the silicone-like glue helps seal the seams, preventing dirt, water, and debris from getting trapped. It strengthens the floor by keeping the tiles firmly in place, improves the overall appearance with clean, even lines, and adds durability to withstand daily wear and tear. After the grout has set, the filled grout lines look smooth and clean, perfectly even with the tile surfaces. There are no gaps or spills, and the mixture is set firmly, creating strong, durable seams. The floor now looks neat and well finished, with the gaps fully sealed and ready to withstand daily use. In summary, this simple DIY silicone mixture proved to be highly effective. It's easy to make with basic, affordable materials, and it works well for a variety of tasks, from filling tile gaps to bonding with pieces. The final results are strong, durable, and precise, showing that with a little creativity, we can achieve professional quality results at home while saving time and money.